Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Reddit. Phil, you've got to tell us what we're doing.
Damn, that's interesting.
Damn. Sorry, no. That's not the title. It's damn, that's interesting, not damn, that's interesting.
It's not like a billion ends.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, we've done this one before, and it was very interesting actually. It's a step up from Mildly, and I remember when we did it last time. There were some really intriguing things that we had a look at and talked about. I think the last time we did this was quite a while ago. I think it was well over a year ago that we did this subreddit. So let's see what top ones for this month we've got.
Yeah, I've just realised it's reset to today, which is slightly annoying, but let me just put that to this month. There we go.
Okay.
Infertile tawny eggs, lifeless eggs are replaced with orphan chicks while tawny owl is away. We've got a video, Phil.
Right. Okay.
Hey. Oh, there's sound as well on this one. Just turn that down so we can still hear you.
Okay, so they're intriguing creatures, I must say.
Yeah.
Owls. Owls are intriguing creatures, and the fact that obviously they can rotate their head. They can't. I don't think they can actually rotate their head a full 360.
No.
I think they can go a 180.
Yeah. Oh, it's adorable though.
It is, isn't it? Owls are lovely.
I do
it's
like
funny
owls.
How their colours grow, because obviously look at the owl chicks are just completely grey and white, and then they obviously
Downy
turn brown.
plumage. Yes.
Yeah.
Downy plumage, Phil.
Lots of plumage. The best plumage is the old peacock and the. I was going to say the peahen, but the peahen is. It's the females always seem to have the dull colours, don't they?
Yeah.
In animals.
Oop, he's like staring into your soul at the very end there.
What the fuck are you looking at?
There's a
Back
camera
off.
in my nest.
Yes. How did that get in here?
Yes. Well, yeah, I love owls.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because yes, I guess the owl just thinks that the eggs have hatched while it's away, and so now it just goes back in and immediately assumes they are its babies. It is adorable.
Yes, it's good when they take over being a parent, basically, and that is what we like to see in wildlife. Wildlife is always interesting to see when they do these various things. That's why I suppose working as a wildlife conservationist or working in a zoo is always interesting. Always probably not when you have to scrape up all the shit all the time, but you have to do that as a zookeeper. Yeah.
Also, can I just ask, is the Google algorithm listening to me? Because it's funny that we mentioned No Man's Sky a little bit before we started recording, and then suddenly it gives me a recommendation for a Reddit post from No Man's Sky the game on here on Reddit.
Yes, it's just heard you. I thought, oh, what's that I hear? It's like certain trigger words.
Yeah, I swear, I bet you it's listening in on your microphone, because it feels like, the amount of times this happens where suddenly it just comes up with something based on something I was talking about a moment ago is quite
does that with adverts as well, I think.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Indeed. That picks up 9 Pro. That's not what we want. Right, the work of Japanese artist Lito, known otherwise by his moniker Lito Leaf. Ooh, 19 pictures.
Oh my goodness me! So he does little things on a leaf.
Yeah,
wow.
That is really impressive, because you see his finger on the left there for scale. Yeah.
God, imagine the intricacy.
I know.
Of it all, doing things like this. I love when things I've seen people do little sculptures inside the eye of a needle.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh God, how can you even tell? When you do something tiny as that, I must admit, when I've done something that requires very tiny little things, I don't know what it is, but I feel a bit funny and I start to get a bit nauseous when I do it. When I have to do little tiny things, like taking off the hooks in a keychain.
All right.
I don't know why that happens. I just can't deal with things like that. Oh my God, that's cool. Look at Snoopy and Charlie Brown.
I was about to say, there's probably a term for what you just described there. I'm sure someone in the comments maybe could tell us what it is. Or
yeah, it's always when I deal with little tiny things like this, if just like fiddling with a needle or putting something tiny through something tiny, it feels a bit like oof.
Oh my God! Well, someone's into their was
Dragon
that
Ball.
Goku or something? Yeah.
Yeah, is that Dragon Ball
Z?
We have to call it Z, don't we? Sorry, but it's Dragon Ball Z. Oh, a little raccoon.
Raccoon with object in its paw. Okay.
Lollipop.
Oh my god, that's One Piece.
That's One Piece. Yeah,
Yeah, that's young
I don't watch
Luffy.
it, but even I know that. That's how
Yeah.
much of a popular show it is. Wow, this is so. How do you even go about
Indeed.
doing this? Oh,
I know.
is that supposed to be Mount Fuji?
Looks
You
like
think?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I like that. Oh
Clever.
my god, look at that. That's. Oh, is that the Hungry Caterpillar?
Probably. Yeah, it looks
Isn't
like
Yeah, the famous children's book. Oh,
My.
it's a bit dark.
I know. Fighting the yokai
Horror.
or something.
It's a bit like Winnie the Pooh
Yeah.
with the dragonfly.
Speaking
Oh
of
no,
Winnie
that
the Pooh.
that looks like Winnie the Pooh. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
God, how do you even do something like this?
I know.
I couldn't. No way. Not a hope in hell would I even have a chance of doing anything like this.
And last one. There you go.
Lovely. That is really, yeah.
That is very,
Very
impressive.
good.
But
Well
you know,
done, Leto Leaf.
have you ever seen like Netsuki? Basically, if you ever go, I mean, you'll probably find examples of him in a lot of art museums, especially historic art museums. But it's like a Japanese art form where it's like tiny, tiny little statues and figures.
Yes, yeah. I've
Really
seen that,
tiny,
yeah.
but they're so detailed. Like I remember seeing ones, I think, in the Ashmolean in Oxford. There might have been some in the Museum of East Asian Art in Bath or wherever it was. But yeah, they're like so tiny yet so detailed.
The Japanese have they do lots of these different things that are really intricate.
Yeah.
Origami, even things like there's that famous flower range in Ikebana.
Ikebana, yeah.
Yeah, that they're very. I love the fact that they do these things. They're very artistic.
Yes.
Very artistic culture.
That was a very good one, that. I quite liked that. It was definitely a damn, that's interesting.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Christopher Chaplin, Charlie Chaplin's 62-year-old son. Charlie was 73 when Christopher... Wow, he was old when he was born.
Wow, that is. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, look at that. I didn't actually realise he had a son.
No, I never did. I didn't even realise he had a wife or it may not have been a wife, may have been a girlfriend.
Maybe. You never know.
That is wow. There you go. So he's 70. So what was it? 73? Was it 73?
Charlie was
Good
73
God.
when Christopher was born. So, yeah. He
So
was old.
the problem is at that sort of age, you're not really going to get to know who your father is. Because
Not
by the
very
time
well.
you get into some sort of, like teenager, your dad's going to be like 90 years old.
Yeah.
And then he's not really going to be able to care for you very well.
No, that's
When
the
he's
thing.
that old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that was.
at that age...
Also, at that age, are your sort of downstairs regions sort of, functioning really to be able to take part in the old sexual intercourse?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
'Cause
people
your
don't
body starts to
realise.
shut down, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it slows down, things like that. But from what I understand, no, a lot of like older couples do often have more active sex lives than actually you would
Yes, they're
think.
quite amorous, aren't they?
Yes, indeed. That was an interesting one.
Oh, George, do you want to go to bed and we'll have a little bit of fun tonight? Oh, Deirdre, I would like that.
Let me just get my walking stick out.
Oh, let me get onto me Hannah stair lift. That's it.
How bodybuilders looked before supplements existed, 1890, 1910. Okay.
So, you see, this just goes to prove, guys, you don't need steroids.
You don't need crazy supplements, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you don't have to have, and that can be helpful. Like protein shakes and protein stuff, but the majority is to work out at the gym, or in the gym if you've got like a very manual job. That's why people who work in like the labour industry, like builders and carpenters and things, don't really need to go to a gym.
No.
Because they get it in their everyday job. Yeah.
Yeah, though some of the builders I've seen in my life, you wouldn't think it because actually, they're more sizable in terms of the gut because of all the freaking high-fat foods they
all the
eat.
pies they have, and oh god, and when they bend over, you get the builder's crack.
Builder's
oh,
crack.
Oh god, it's not what you want to see.
Oof, jeez. Yes, that's less said about that, the better, I think. Indeed. Ukrainian sniper Vyacheslav Kovalsky broke the record for longest confirmed sniper kill at 12,468 feet. The bullet took 9 seconds to reach its target. The shot was made with a rifle known as Horizon's Lord.
Oh wow, that is 12,000 feet. Whoa, look at the size of that fucking gun.
Yeah, indeed.
Blimey.
Yeah.
That is a big old gun.
Yeah. I was wondering what was the previous record then. Don't know, but yeah, it's one of those kind of records that is impressive,
You know what I would say?
but also
Less
kind
than
of grim.
12,000 feet.
Yeah, well, possibly, yeah. Or maybe it was like just a foot shorter than what this guy achieved.
Imagine it, yeah.
But I'm saying that's like one of those records that it's impressive, but it's also kind of grim, because obviously he's Ukrainian, so you know what he's probably been shooting at. Indeed.
Yeah, he's been shooting at the little tadpoles down below.
Oh, tadpoles down below. There we go.
That's it,
Yes.
that's what he's been shooting. Oh no, it couldn't possibly have something to do with a stupid country that happens to be the biggest country in the world that begins with R. A country that shall not be named.
The country that shall not be named is like Voldemort, is it? Right now.
Oh my God, no.
Oh shit,
no.
sorry.
Oh,
Can't say that name.
Things like that. Oh my God. Oh dear. He must not be named.
Yeah. Oh dear. Paintings by. Right, I don't know how to pronounce this name, but I think I am familiar with it. It's a Polish artist.
I love the username of this person.
Yeah. Gay sex. There we are.
Okay.
15 of these. I think these are like really surreal, slightly creepy ones, aren't they?
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a creepy tree, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a tree growing on a tree.
Indeed.
He's a Polish guy, looks like. Oh.
Yeah. That's, yeah. I think this is definitely the artist I'm thinking of. I think like I have heard of this one before. For its like creepy surrealness.
A bit like Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surreal one.
It's like things growing out of a body skeleton.
A body skeleton. Yeah.
Body skeleton. Well.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
That's you on Mondays, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah, that's. How did you know?
Well, you know, I've known you that long.
Popping out eyes. Yeah.
You know, back in the day when we used to go to primary school together, this is what you used to look like on Mondays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always, groaning.
Indeed.
What's
you know, chewing on bones. Yes.
Oh, yummy! I'm like a dog.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. I
That's
bet you
nice.
there's. What was the the video game that I think clearly has taken, possibly to a degree, some inspiration from these kind of artworks, along with things by people like H.R. Geiger. What was the name of the game? Scorn. That was it. Scorn.
Oh yes, Scorn. Yeah.
Yeah.
For that, yeah.
Sometimes wonder if that's a game I should pick up sometime.
I've heard not so great reviews about the game.
Is it
though.
not very good? No.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
I think with some, but you have to see for yourself. Have a look at the if it's on Steam, what they're saying. Yeah, but best to go with the game reviews rather than critic reviews.
Yeah, indeed. Oh wow, it's like a cathedral of sort of branches
that
or
would fit
bones.
into the subreddit of evil buildings.
Yeah, it would actually.
Yeah.
Evil architecture or whatever it was.
That looked crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a subreddit we should do again sometime.
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a cliff, sort of with giant, spooky figures.
I know.
Sides.
That was crazy. It's a bit like it's hell.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, hello. What's wrong with your face?
He's got like 3 eyes, 3 eyes and a lot of fingers.
5 technically, but yeah. And a
Yeah,
lot of-
one's merged into the other.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Oh
My.
dear, that is. It's like on an obelisk there.
Yeah. Something like that. Dead body on big horse.
On a big,
Lots
sort of
of-
like a dead horse as well.
Yeah. It's supposed to be paintings all along the floor or something. Can't tell because it feels like they got images on them. Yeah. What's the meaning behind that? Oh, hello.
Oh my god, there's a lot of dead things in
Yeah.
this. You can tell, can't you?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's the sort of general gist we're getting out of this.
Oh, I've seen that one before. Yeah. The like weird bodies and things going into the mouth.
Oh dear, it's
Yeah.
a lovely little snack for me.
A little tasty morsel. Oh, is this the him
Oh,
himself?
that's him, is it?
Yeah, I was about to say, my god, the most surreal and creepy of them all.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You're not creepy at all, old boy. Oh, that's just a Half-Life picture. That's not
That is
him.
with the loading up. What's what?
Yeah, I don't know why that image was there. Okay.
Okay.
The hill has lips and lots of gravestones by the looks of it.
Is it a book? The Hills Have Eyes. That's a famous book, isn't it?
Is it a book that got adapted into a film? 'Cause
Film
I know
as
there's a
well,
film. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a book that got adapted into a film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's some interesting pictures. It's very surreal ones, a bit like Salvador Dali. Yeah. Okay.
Except creepier, indeed.
A lot creepier.
Yeah. Third man syndrome is a bizarre unseen presence reported by hundreds of mountain climbers and explorers during survival situations that talks to the victim, gives practical advice and encouragement.
Yeah. I've heard of this. Yeah, famous. Yeah, third man syndrome. I have heard of this. It's. I think it's mostly for hikers and mountain climbers that are alone and they're sort of feeling a bit, lost, because it's like you're in a vast expanse, no one around, so you feel this unknown presence.
I see.
That comes around and sort of like is in their heads, giving them this advice.
Yeah. So I imagine, is that maybe something like, because it says it comes to them during survival situations, so maybe it's like, because obviously with like mountaineering and hiking, there's a point where you go up where the air becomes thinner, and I guess
there is.
There's a risk of obviously like hallucination or stuff like that. I wonder if it's
it can be that as well, unless you have oxygen.
That,
I know some of them carry oxygen in the special tanks.
Strange. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, oxygen tanks are heavy. I've had because I've tried diving before, and obviously when you go diving, you have oxygen tanks attached to the back. They are quite heavy.
Yeah.
But you need it to survive because humans have not adapted the ability to go into water yet.
Well, we can go into water, we just can't breathe under there.
Breathe, yeah.
A young woman spots cancerous mole on this coach's neck in the middle of this hockey game. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, there is sound. There we go.
Okay, so default hockey game. Everyone was enjoying the game, but she can only stare at the man's neck.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you ever see like sort of big moles that seem to have come out of nowhere on your body, you should probably go and see a doctor. Chances are, it might not necessarily. It was a malignant melanoma.
Oh, well done to her. So she must have experienced it herself, or
maybe she has medical knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice bobbly hat. Yeah, basically saying, you ever see like a mole on your skin somewhere that seems to have just appeared, you should obviously keep an eye on it, and if it like changes shape, if it feels painful, anything like that, you have to go and see a doctor. Yeah,
that's really good. That is. And then they met to.
There you
go.
There
we go. Well, she's a medical student, so that's why she had some knowledge.
Yep.
It's always funny when you have. Sometimes you think nothing of it, don't you? You think, oh, there's a little something on my on the head. You think, it's just probably a little spot or something that I picked up. But then it could start, growing and changing shape, and because what is a cancer cell? It's a cell that's mutated. That's what's happened to the cell. It has mutated. So it's good Drew went to the doctor. Yeah, because again, if you leave things like that, it can
usually just gets worse, and it gets to a point where you can't really treat it.
Yeah, and you might die.
God, I love
that. But that's just what happens.
I love that hat she's wearing. It's like an octopus hat sort of thing. Sorry, I know this is quite a serious and supposed to be, a sort of feel-good moment, but I'm just concentrating on her hat.
Always check for things like that, especially because I know things like one of the biggest ones, like breast and prostate cancer, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
bowel cancer usually is like another big one that kills a lot of people.
Yeah. So, and that also brings a point. If you need to go to the toilet, go. As well, if you need to go to prevent bladder cancer as well, if you need to go to the toilet, go. Don't hold it in. Do not hold it in. By holding it in, you're giving you more chance of giving you that. If you need to go for a shit, then go, because it can if you keep holding things in, it can lead to bowel cancer. The same with if you need to go for a piss. If you keep holding it in, it can lead to bladder cancer. It's because remember that stuff that's in your body is poisonous to your body, and it needs to be gotten rid of. Yeah, there's things where you can drink your own weed, but actually urea is quite poisonous. And this stuff should not be
That
kept.
took a random turn, but yeah. Indeed, yeah. But don't forget also the other big medical advice. If you see blood in fecal matter, you should probably see a doctor about that, because that could be a sign of something really bad.
Well, the main thing is, if you see anything peculiar to on your body that you've not spotted before, then yeah.
It's turned into a PSA, ladies and gentlemen, about things to watch out for your own medical health.
Yeah,
ladies
keep
and
yourself
gents.
nice and healthy.
Indeed. This man, Michael Smith, used AI to create a fake music band and used bots to inflate streaming numbers. He earned more than $10 million in royalties. Wow.
Okay, so that's so you see what you can do with AI from now, can't you?
Though, judging by this picture, that looks like some sort of police mugshot, that, so he's probably been arrested for scamming people.
Yeah. Well, he got $10 million from that. Yeah, I wonder how he got caught. That's the main thing.
Yeah. It's funny, though, because if you think about it, if you do that, that's one of those things that surely you would think you would not actually get away with that for very long before eventually someone in the world would be like, oh, I really like this music band, but then as soon as they actually start searching for it online, they would probably realise very quickly that something's amiss, because they wouldn't really be able to find anything actually about it. So they think, it's almost like this band doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's probably where something like this would have ended up.
Yeah.
You go, yeah, this band. Let me search. Oh, it's not turning up any results. And then he used bots as well to make his streaming numbers just go up and up and up.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that could have factored into people find out, because they'd be like, oh, this person's really popular.
Yeah.
The streaming numbers is really high.
But then they look at all the comments and see that they're all clearly bot comments or something.
Oh yeah, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, so good. Oh my god, wicked.
Your videos are so inspirational.
But but because it's a bot, your videos are so inspirational. Your videos are so inspirational.
Yeah. It's the same comment being cloned several times by several bot accounts. God, you see that in all the YouTube comment sections for big YouTubers. It's just ridiculous. It's just
I hated
annoying.
the ones that try to get you to go somewhere. Wow, this video is amazing. But did you know you could earn £10 million from doing this? Don't go to this link. Oh.
Yeah. Click this clearly legitimate link that it totally isn't going to put a virus on your computer or anything like that.
I know, it's silly when it does that.
19-year-old Brandon Swanson drove his car into a ditch on his way home from a party on May 14, 2008, but was uninjured, as he told his parents on the phone. Nearly 50 minutes into the call, he suddenly exclaimed, "Oh shit," and went silent. He has never been seen or heard from again. Oh god.
Oh, I have watched these YouTube videos about mysterious disappearances. Where all these people just have vanished and no one's found. So, do you know what? Because I think I've heard. Yeah, I think Brandon Swanson was actually one of the ones.
That you've heard of, yeah.
Yeah, in the unexplained, because I have watched a few YouTube channels which have done unexplained disappearances. I think this one was one of them.
Yeah.
And again, it could be any number of things that could have happened.
Yeah. It's like, he could have been, attacked by someone. He could have been flipping
Kidnapped.
Could have been just medically. Well, it says he was uninjured, but the thing is, if they haven't actually seen or heard from him again, then you don't actually know technically that he was uninjured. He could have had, been frigging brain damaged and hallucinating or something. For all you know, yeah, that's the thing.
Or it might just be one. Or he could have just wanted to create a new life. Some people want to create a new life themselves and just do things like that. Go, yeah, oh shit, oh,
fake their own death or something.
Yeah,
and just go and
turn the phone off, and after he said, oh shit, he turned his phone off and then threw it in the ditch.
Yeah.
Or broke it and crushed it.
Indeed. Yeah, my sister sometimes actually finds this kind of thing quite fascinating about people who've just disappeared without any real trace. And one of the ones I always remember her telling me about was actually one from here in the UK. Have you heard the name Andrew Gosden?
I haven't heard of that one, no.
No. So Andrew Gosden, I can't remember what year it was, but it was quite a few years ago. I think it was probably somewhere in the 2000s, I think, maybe, or 2010s. I can't remember exactly. But he was like a 13 or 14-year-old kid or something like that, who basically, one weekday, got up as normal, and purportedly was going to school, but like took, I don't know, like a little like handheld video game console with him, where it was like a Switch or something, I don't know, but then literally just like vanished, and like nobody knows what happened. But basically there was like a little bit of CCTV that showed him not actually going to his school. He went to like a train station and basically got on a train to London, and then basically got into London, and that was it. Like, since then, nobody has known where he went or anything like that. It was really weird.
Actually, that might sound familiar now, actually.
It's not jogging memory a bit.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. Like, just nobody knows what happened to that kid.
Nobody knows what happened, yeah.
I think there was like another one my sister was telling me about, which I think was like a girl, but it was like, this was even weirder, because apparently, this one, the details I can't really remember too well, but basically it was like a girl, and the last sort of known sighting of her had been on this like CCTV camera, but it was really weird, because the CCTV camera was sort of like on a street, and this camera sort of like does like a 360 pan around, and the idea is that like at one point it catches her, but then as it turns around and comes back 360, suddenly she's just vanished and she's not there anymore, and it's like, where did she go? And that's it. Like, nobody knows what happened to her.
Oh yeah, it's so weird when you have these incidents. Like, where could they have gone? What could have possibly happened?
Yeah, some of just like really weird.
Like that Malaysia Airlines flight.
That one. Yeah.
MH370. Where did that go?
I mean, probably. Well, I say probability. In all certainty, it's in the ocean somewhere. Indeed.
Well, they've scoured a lot of the area where it could have been.
True, but you got to remember, like, two things here with aircraft. Obviously, you'd think that obviously they'd be able to track it on radar, things like that. But there is a sort of altitude where if you're below, if you're below a certain altitude, you will actually be beneath radar waves and therefore won't get picked up. And number two, the thing is, like, most people obviously hypothesize it probably is ditched into the ocean somewhere, but the ocean is so big, like, there is no way in hell you can realistically explore the whole thing.
It's not that big. Oh, I could do it within a day.
You could do it within a day, could you?
Scour the Pacific Ocean. Yeah.
The Indian Ocean or wherever it was. Yeah. Like, because the thing is, like, it probably just ditched into the ocean. It's probably just like broken up, and it's just at the bottom of the sea now in like some random place where it's highly unlikely anyone will find it.
Yeah, that's what you got to think of.
Yeah, indeed. That'll be where it is, something like that. Could have sworn though, hadn't there been a little bit of wreckage from it found somewhere around the rim of the Indian Ocean, or was that a different plane?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard any news on that front.
No, it could be a different plane. I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. Experimental forestry in Japan to measure the effect of tree density on growth. Oh wow. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Let's get a bigger picture of that, actually. Wow. That's one of those things.
Quite pretty as well, the way it's like that. Yeah, we do need a lot more trees in our environment. They help. Because they're obviously providing a lot of our oxygen.
Indeed. Are they?
So.
Yeah. But no, it's one of those things where, from ground level you wouldn't really see that too well. No. You wouldn't discern it. But
you always need the bird's eye view.
Yeah. From that bird's eye view.
They look a bit like crop circles. Oh, conspiracy theories. Are we getting visited by aliens?
It's not the Japanese, it's the aliens. What done it? There we are.
Yeah, the aliens have come with their crop circles, but instead it's tree circles.
Indeed. You harsh. All right. Let's see what's next. Get past that promotion. Crows plucking ticks off wallabies like they're fat, juicy grapes off the vine.
Oh, that's what we like. Fat, juicy grapes off the vine. Okay.
These are wild animals. I would never have guessed. There's a little bit of sound here. No humans on site.
Really? Stress of capture would kill them?
Oh.
If they get that stress, they can...
There's the crow.
Oh. So use the crows to get the ticks off. Yeah, because ticks are quite damaging.
Yeah.
They can cause a lot of issues. And then cause infections as well.
Aye.
So well done to that crow. And it looks... the crow does seem like it's a bit vicious with the way it's pulling out of its...
Well...
I'm surprised the wallaby's not like... would you just... Could you just be a bit, less violent with me, please?
It is fascinating, though, how a lot of animals have developed sort of mutualistic relationships between certain species. One of them
Symbiotic.
sort of yes, that kind of thing.
That, yeah.
It's similar, actually, I suppose, to what they call cleaner wrasses in the ocean, like those are the tiny little fish which will swim into the mouths of other fish to pick bits of detritus out of their teeth.
I like how the wallaby's like, fucking hell, you're being a bit vicious here.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you go to hairdressing and they accidentally nick you, like, oh.
Is that what you do, Phil? You go, oh.
Stop it, leave me alone. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to be here because I'm cutting my hair, so. That is just like.
Are you sure this crow's trying to get ticks off? Are you sure the crow's not just trolling the wallaby by pecking its ear?
Yeah. You've got a tick there. No, I haven't. Yeah, you have. You've got a tick there. No, yeah, you have. You have. Let me just hold on.
It's like the crow equivalent of me sort of putting my finger on your chest and saying you got something down there, and then when you look down, do that thing.
That. Yeah. Oh god, that was good.
Yeah.
Childhood playground game.
Yeah.
He's just trying to have a drink, but he's like, no.
It was only about
I
10
didn't realise
seconds.
crows actually ate ticks, so that's.
They eat a lot of things, crows. They are very intelligent birds, crows, and corvids in general.
Yeah, they are very intelligent.
Indeed.
The ravens are part of the corvid family as well.
And rooks and jackdaws and rosens, yes.
Exactly.
Showing our bird knowledge, Phil. There we are.
Oh, even though we're no, well, if you talk to my uncle's a big ornithologist, so he likes this.
Yeah. Should we do 2 more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, testing the durability of a Toyota Hilux.
Now,
Oh,
hang
God,
on.
that's loud.
If you've watched Top Gear, you'll know about the Toyota because they did so many things to it,
Yeah.
and it never once broke.
Was that the episode actually where they put it on top of a skyscraper that was being demolished?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Oh,
It still
yeah, I
was fine.
remember
It
that.
still was fine. Yeah. Oh, but it was a very old episode. It was like one of their very, 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 very old episodes.
Yeah.
It's probably an episode that they did around about 2004, 5.
I know.
But yeah, the Toyota Hilux is such a sturdy car. It's unbelievably sturdy. It just will not break. It's like the Nokia 3310. The Nokia 3310 of
Pickup trucks, yeah.
God, imagine!
Cinder blocks.
Oh my God, we could make the hardest thing. Imagine a Toyota Hilux encased in diamond, and it's got a Nokia 3310 in the back.
Just so
Oh
you can
my
call
God.
a few people.
Yeah. Well,
Look at it.
the hardest substance known to man. Yeah, it's not phased at all.
Yeah. What a truck.
I know, it's so.
I wonder if if Toyota, when they were designing and producing those pickups, if they thought that, they would develop that right kind of reputation, they would become immortalised by Top Gear doing all kinds of stuff to them.
God, yeah, it's so
Yeah.
funny that. Oh, that's such good episodes in Top Gear. They
Yeah.
used to do all especially the when they used to do the big challenges. Oh,
Yeah.
I love those.
Finally, this might be slightly more, how should I say, serious one to end on, but in 1995, France found a man guilty of killing a teen girl, but he was able to avoid sentencing by hiding out in Germany. In 2009, the victim's father hired a team to kidnap the killer out of Germany and dump him in front of a French courthouse. It worked, and he was sentenced to 15 years in
Well,
prison.
that's good.
Wow.
That's good. It turned out
Yeah.
fine for the father. Yeah, that they managed to get him and put him in front of the courthouse.
Yeah.
Because that you know what he got? He got his just desserts.
Yeah.
He got his famous thing beginning with K, and it's a form of a form of the Buddhism. What is it? K?
Okay. My mind's going blank, Phil.
Part of the Buddhism.
Part
It's
of Buddhism.
Yeah,
Karma.
Karma.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, God. I was, it took me a second to work that out then.
He
For
got
some
his
reason.
karma there.
Yeah, he
His
did.
Just desserts.
Absolutely. Reminds me a bit of actually, what was it? In sort of like the late 1940s throughout into like the 60s, how there were certain organisations in Israel that would track down, for example, like Nazi war criminals and actually basically kidnap them and take them to Israel to face trial for
Yeah, I heard about
Holocaust
that.
crimes. Yeah.
That was clever. There was a famous Jewish group.
I think Adolf Eichmann was one of them who he was like top-ranking Nazi but had fled to South America, but then they found him and basically managed to get him to Israel
Yeah.
Aye.
Honestly, do you honestly think you're going to escape?
Yeah.
To-
Well, some of them
let's
technically did. Like
Yeah,
Joseph
I was
Mengele, for instance, he actually never got caught.
Yes,
Yeah.
Joseph Mengele. Yeah, he managed to. Did he end up going to South America?
I think so, yeah. A lot of them did. Yeah, the ones who
Of course,
got
Hitler
away.
did as well. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
big conspiracy theory. Yeah, Hitler went to South America.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to take that.
He's still living in Argentina now because he was cryogenically frozen, and he's
Yeah.
thawing him out very soon.
No, he's not in Argentina. Do you not hear? The Nazis had a secret base in the Antarctic when
That
they
was it.
launched
Oh,
flying
yeah.
saucers.
And if we look at Wolfenstein, they've got a secret base on the moon and Venus.
Oh, yes,
So,
that too.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, that was another round of Damn That's Interesting, wasn't it, Phil?
There were some very interesting things on there. Some quite sad things as well, but some really light-hearted things as well. Especially like that one and the woman who helped find that little cancer on that
Yes.
guy's neck. So that was
Heartwarming.
Yeah.
Indeed.
and then we had the Toyota Hilux as well.
that one.
The famous vehicle that can't be destroyed.
Yep. All right, well, in that case, we'll wrap up here then, ladies and gents. So thanks for joining us, and thank you for joining me, Phil.
Exactly. I've just had a thought. Why have we not made bulletproof vests out of the stuff that makes the Toyota Hilux and the stuff that makes the Nokia 3310? What's going on there? You should combine the materials together and put them in. Then
Well-
you'll have a bulletproof vest that would never.
Thing is, Phil, if you wanted to do that, you'd have to take bits of the Toyota Hilux off, which you can't do because it's so hardy. So, yeah.
The same with the Nokia 3310. You couldn't take it apart because it would just
Yeah.
like be it's still intact.
Yeah, indeed. Hardest of all vehicles,
Yeah.
It grows big muscles and it'll beat the shit out of you if you try and, take it
God.
apart.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we've had a good time. Yeah, that's it. Lots of interesting things there.
Indeed.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
So, social media links and Propagandist channel link are as usual down below in the video description, and we'll sign off now. So, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Don't forget to have a look at Andrew's MySpace link. Yeah, that's what it's all at
MySpace.
today.
Loving it. What year
MySpace.
is this?
2004, I thought.
Yeah, indeed. Goodbye, everybody. Death was black, the hatred promised, the happiness golden, solitude's theory, yet solid line was white. Does that correspond? I think it does. Gold, silver, was white, black. That corresponds to the leaves. Where did you come from? Oh, I don't like that. That's pretty ominous.